I am going to be talking today about a very difficult topic, and that is hate. We sometimes say, I hate this, or I hate going to school, or I hate doing my homework, or I hate this or that. But I'm talking really about the kind of hate that is involved with deep hatred. Something like the hate groups. There are at least 1,000 in America. And if you are wanting to know the order of hate, the first hate crimes are anti-Black. The second are anti-homosexual male. The third are anti-Semitism. The fourth are anti-immigrants. And the fifth are anti-homosexuals, females. Sometimes this hate involves beating people up. Sometimes the hate involves shootings. Sometimes the hate involves verbally blasting someone. And the thing that I want to share with you is that hate backfires on yourself. It is never leaving you feeling good or clear about yourself. So the fact that hate comes right back on you, as they say, pointing your finger at someone else is pointing it right back at you, or it's very, very sad to experience a world in which a lot of hate exists. And I'm afraid that we do have a world in which there is some hate all over the globe. People are hating other tribes in Africa. People are hating other ideologies. There's so much hate. And to deal with it psychologically, as I did in the article, was very, very surfacey. To deal with hate, there needs to be some kind of psycho-spiritual solution. It needs to be dealt with on a realm other than our measly human methods of dealing with things. I think that prayer and meditation are needed for really getting to the roots of hate. And the aspect of prayer would be intercessionary prayer. Because if you take a hate group like white supremacists and you tell them to pray, they're going to say, oh, are you crazy? But I will share with you a study that has been done about prayer. And there were two control groups, one of both of them ill in the hospital, and one in which there was intense prayer offered for that control group, and another in which there was not prayer. And it is remarkable how much difference in the healing the group with prayer had, which proves scientifically that prayer works. So psychologically, it would also work. And who you pray to, I think that there is a higher power, there is a God, there is your spirituality in any form that it takes. But a prayer is something that you offer up within your heart to the universe, and hopefully the return will come. It's raising your consciousness for sure. It's getting you on a higher level, a higher plane, and your thinking becomes very, very different. If those who were in hate groups would turn to quiet time, time within, time to meditate, time to be close to their nature, their, I guess you would say, higher nature, then I think that they would begin to see that hate is destroying them. It's a difficult subject to talk about because we have so many levels of hate. There is hatred for another person if you're jealous, and that certainly takes a form of hate. And it's usually unfounded that they should deserve that much hate. And there is hatred of different minorities, different segments of the community, different neighborhoods, certainly different politics. Has been such a hatred during this last election that's why I chose this topic, is because I had seen people who had been friends for 20 years break up their friendship over who they were going to vote for. So it was just really hot and loaded. It was really loaded. I hope that you will experience the alleviation of thoughts, ill will, a closed heart, and that you can experience the joy of being able to relate to people in a way that is basically love. And love seems to be the remedy for hate. It's something that you cannot contain at the same time as love and hate. And it's even difficult to maintain at the same time hate with respect and kindness. So as you begin to figure out how you would deal with hate, or if you encounter it, I think that your best bet is to use psychospiritual means rather than just psychological means. The means I mentioned in the article are taken from various websites on the internet about hate, and they are dealing mainly with the stress of hate and trying not to take it personally, and different kind of coping mechanisms, which are all good. I don't put those down at all. But to really get at the root of your hate, I think it's going to call for some kind of spiritual intervention, or psycho-spiritual intervention. And for those of you who find that objectionable, then just think about your actualized self or your higher self, and I think that you'll be able to connect to it too. So that's all I'm going to do today about hate, and it's all I'm going to do in these 2 sessions about hate. It's something that I would really welcome feedback on. My website has a little space for your name and your email and a message, and if you would just simply put your email and a message, you don't even have to put your name down unless you want to. I could get that feedback from you. Eventually, I will have this feedback built into my Wednesday morning videos. So long for this week, and I will see you next week with another topic.